Doncic against Parker. Shaq is screen on Parker. The kick out to LeBron. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Money's checked in for the Lakers.
Number 50. Number 50.
Parker against Doncic. This one for three. Wembanyama. It's good on the putback.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Here's Money. Bryant looking it over. Shoots over Vassell.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Wembanyama, no good.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
O'Neal sets the screen for Martin. The rejection by Wembanyama. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Doncic to the middle. Left side, Martin. That one misses. Nice defense by Vassell. Parker with him. He's picked up by Doncic. Pass to Duncan. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 5 assists tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Lakers trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
A fader. And again, the Lakers no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
O'Neal with the steal. Here's Martin. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Castle finds Duncan. Here he goes. And Duncan throws it down.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now, here's Doncic. And Shaq with the slam.
The orchestrator. Doncic knows where everyone is at all times and completely dictates the pace.
Now, Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And here's Vassell from the arc. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Well, when you watch Vassell, it's easy to see why scoring comes so natural to him.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Lakers with some changes. The Kiddies checked in for Shaq, and Money subbed in for Kobe. The Spurs also changing it up. Champagne's checked in, and it's Fox in for Stephon Castle. And he's good on the first of 3. Wow, with all the player movement this offseason, Coach, some teams are clearly still trying to build their chemistry.
Yeah, Kevin, but what's tough is you've still got to try to win games while you're building that chemistry, and that can be a tough balance. It takes time, which is why some organizations prioritize continuity. Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's Martin, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Parker with the bounce pass. Champagnie passes to Vassell. 5 on the clock. Drains it from 9 feet away. Vassell's got 7 points in the game.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Pass to the kid. Here's Parker. It's deflected. Now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up and finished off by Martin.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam.
Second team.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the future is looking bright for the Spurs, on and off the court. They pledged over $1 billion for a new arena and surrounding civic improvements in downtown San Antonio. I'm told nothing with the project has been finalized just yet, but clearly the Spurs are looking to help finance a new state-of-the-art arena in the near future, around Victor Wembanyama, no less.
Yep, a wonderful organization. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Lakers trail by 14. Here's Doncic. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Fox is double. Here's Parker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And the Spurs lead by 14.
Yeah, the mid-range jump shot is just automatic from Parker, especially when he gets the room to fire.
Inside, Money. Duncan with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And the Lakers making a change here. Ryan's checked in. Wembanyama, he's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Devin Vassell. Martin against Fox. Johnson with a screen on Martin. Outside, Fox. Wembanyama outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
It's Parker outside, and the rebound goes to Martin.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And he makes the first. And this summer, Greg, new contracts for LeBron and Luka. And the Lakers have reloaded around their stars.
And there are always high expectations when you don the purple and gold, but some tough competition in the West. They will have their work cut out for them.
The Spurs making a switch here. Harper's checked in. Here's the kid. No scoring in this one. Oh, he jams it right over Wembanyama.
And, Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Now, here's Fox. Last game we saw him score 14. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Outside, Martin. Shoots over Harper. And it's Harper with the rebound.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Fox has it in the corner. Shoots the 3. No good that time. Here's Martin. Can't connect from short range. He nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And so it's San Antonio with their lead standing at 6.0. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And turn your attention to the court. It's your Lakers Fight Squad. Your Lakers Fight Squad. Let's hear some noise.
Chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Houston. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the Lakers are,
They've had a rocky start to the season, moving down a little here in the middle of the rankings. Hopefully they can make some corrections here and get this thing moving.
On the court for San Antonio, Harper is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4 spot.
and they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Fox against Martin. It's Fox with the drive. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
You see how quick Fox is on his feet. Give him an opening and he'll just take off.
Spurs leading by 6. And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Wembanyama passes to Champagnie. Now, here's Fox, covered by Martin. Clock at 4, lets it go from deep. A shot by Johnson, no good.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Fox. Pass to Harper. Back to Fox. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Shot by Champagnie, no good. And there's the drive. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from the kid.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Barnes, who's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Harper. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Wembanyama, a screen on Bryant. Oh, flexing Wembanyama!
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Outside, Martin. Outside for Kobe. It's stolen by Johnson. A pull-up, and there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Barnes. And now an 8-point Spurs lead.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Hits the 3-point bomb. 6 points for Money.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Barnes outside. Shoots from 12. The Lakers with the rebound. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. The Lakers moving the ball around. Three-pointer. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Down low, here's Castle.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. They set the pick, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Parker's checked in for the Spurs. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Saturday, they'll head out on the road to face the Hawks in Atlanta. Then on Monday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets.
And you know, for that matchup with Oklahoma City, that's a contest that I'm keeping an eye on. Early on, you love to see games like that one, which should be full of interesting matchups.
Los Angeles with another miss. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Well, when you can build your lead with the second unit on the floor, that makes the game a heck of a lot easier.
And so it's the Lakers with it, following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Money. Pass to the kid. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
O'Neal's checked in for Money. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's Kobe. Here's the kid. He's got 12. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Spurs leading by 7. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Out to Parker. 6 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Barnes can't get it to go.
Great shot contest. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Money passes to Kobe. Good D by Parker.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Castle. He's got 5. Wembanyama high post. Easy money for Wembanyama.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Shaq with the screen. Here's Kobe, and Kobe throws it down.
Yeah, if you're going to give Brian a lane to the rim, then you deserve to get dunked on. You know how tenacious he is when penetrating inside.
Now, here's Parker. To the paint. The kick out to Barnes. Parker passes to Barnes. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Walker.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Reeves with it. He's guarded by Johnson. Reeves the pass to O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Here's Castle. Spurs passing it around. Barnes kicks to Parker. Wembanyama, a screen. Johnson in the corner. The three. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Money passes to Bryant. Pass to Money. Shoots from the baseline, and it's good off the back rim and in. And now it's only a 5-point San Antonio lead.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Now, here's Johnson. Still without a basket. Here's Wembanyama. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Barnes can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 7. Reeves the pass to Money. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, and that 3-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Now, here's Johnson. That's tipped. Here's Money. Pass to the kid. Now here's Kobe. Shaq in the high post. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
San Antonio foul.
It's going to go on Keldon Johnson.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is on paper the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Duncan comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Vassell in for Johnson.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made one in the first, two more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Wembanyama passes to Parker. It's good.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Lakers trail by 8. Shaq with a screen on Parker. Money, no good. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Wembanyama. Second shot opportunity, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Martin's checked in for Los Angeles, and Shaq with the slam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Pass to Castle. Parker looking over the floor. Duncan high post. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Money's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Well, he may be trying to do too much. That's his 4th turnover.
Stolen. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Kobe. Misses the layup.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Swiped away. Up the floor. It's tipped. Parker with the steal. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. No good on that one.
At the line for 2.
That one is no good.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Spurs up 8. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Hello, everybody. Let's start out with a look at the recently announced Players of the Week. And the Eastern Conference winner, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis, certainly deserves all the accolades. When you look at everything he's about, he remains one of the most unique players in NBA history.
If you could build an NBA player from scratch, he just may be the prototype. And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Spurs.
They've been patient, not allowing the other teams to speed them up. Just making the plays that are there.
Yeah, protecting the lead by protecting the ball. Sounds simple, yet it's anything but. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
James is out there with Bryant. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Martin. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. That's the Laker 5. Now here's LeBron. Still scoreless. Pass to Castle. And stolen by Castle. In transition, here come the Spurs. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Hits the jumper in space. Wembanyama has got the first basket of the second half here for the Spurs. Now Shaq, defended by Wembanyama. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket for Martin.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey guys, well LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Back to you, Kevin.
He's left an imprint, no doubt. Thanks a lot, Allie. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better. Not a great start to this second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Duncan dishes to Parker. Back to Duncan. Shot clock at 5. Duncan with a screen on Bryant. And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got 12 in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Looking to end the run. Unable to get that one. Duncan with some nice D.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Lakers trail by 17. James finds Martin. Shoots over Vassell. Los Angeles with another miss. Parker with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Good work there as it goes. And that's 10 points for Parker.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
LeBron with a screen on Parker. Doncic passes to James. Over to the wing. Parker with a clean look. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
The kid, he's checked in for James. Pass to Parker. Lakers with the rebound. Here's the kid. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, this is why Wembanyama is such a nightmare. The size, the speed, the touch, he has it all working.
Parker against Doncic. O'Neal sets the screen for Martin. Pass to O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And the big guy is doing big things offensively. O'Neal knows his team counts on him to rack up points.
Parker against Doncic. Back to Parker. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 8th assist in the game.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
Here's the kid. He's got 12. Shaq with a screen on Duncan. The kid shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Los Angeles, they have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there. Money's checked in for Martin. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Now here's Duncan. He's got 9. Clock at 6. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Money's checked in for the Lakers.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
Now, here's Doncic. 5 points in the game.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Parker outside. Vassell outside. They get it back. Goes up again, and that one's good. Parker's got 8 here in the quarter.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Doncic against Parker. Right wing. Here's the kid. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Floats it up for Wembanyama. The shot, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Fox, he's checked in for Castle. Wembanyama, a screen. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Spurs leading by 20. And here is Parker. He's got 12. Pass to Wembanyama. Los Angeles has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
A moment to check out Luka Doncic here. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 28 points a game, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds. But to have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Martin's checked in for the Lakers. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Parker passes to Fox. Wembanyama with the bounce pass. Parker's shot is off.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
to the inside. Here's Vassell. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Vassell's got 7 points for the quarter. Lakers trail by 18. They set the pick. Here's Doncic. Again, Los Angeles.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Parker passes to Wembanyama. The steal. Now the Lakers on the break. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Parker with it. He's picked up by Doncic.
2 minutes.
Parker against Doncic. Yes, that goes in. Parker's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
And Doncic, here we go. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
Luka Doncic.
That free throw good from Doncic. Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. All free throws good from Doncic.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Johnson outside. Pass to Duncan. And here is Fox. Shot clock at 6. Back to Johnson. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. And the Spurs lead by 19.
That's a nice bit of space, and Johnson was locked and loaded for that catch-and-shoot jumper.
They set the screen. Martin takes it inside. The shot's good. Martin's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Down low. Here's Duncan. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And it's Martin penetrating, missed inside.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Got a hand on it. Pass to Money. Wembanyama with it. 25 points in the game. Johnson with the bounce pass. Wembanyama passes to Parker. Spurs working the ball around now. Duncan high post. Fades. Rebounded by the Lakers. Martin's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Misses from short range. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. His stat line. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter, Castle is in at shooting guard with Johnson at the small forward. Then it's Tony Parker. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. Back to Castle. Johnson outside. Pass to Castle. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, Johnson is a team-oriented player, and if he spots an open shooter, he's making the pass.
Doncic passes to Money. Inside, here's the kid, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Now here's Parker. Driving in. Money with the rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Los Angeles, Martin.
First free throw is good. The Spurs making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. And both free throws good for Martin. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. San Antonio leading by 15. Pass to Johnson. And here is Parker. Guarded by Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Castle. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Los Angeles has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. There's the screen. Money. No good from outside. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Castle. Off target from outside.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
Here's the kid. Martin against Castle. To the paint. It's picked off. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Castle's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Martin's in the post. Pass to the kid. Good on the three-point shot. The kid's got 30.
Listen, it's a team sport. But without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
And Parker, here we go. Here's Champagnie. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Here's Doncic. Can't cash in from close range. Pass to the kid. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. And the basket by Money.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. O'Neal's check in for the Lakers. Kobe comes in for Luka Doncic. Spurs also with the sub. Vassell's checked in. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
And Allie, thanks so much. Johnson for 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Pass to the kid. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Parker kicks to Vassell. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Kobe.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Here's Parker. And it's sent back by Bryant. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Substitution. Victor Wembanyama. Tim Duncan. De'Aaron Fox.
Spurs working the ball around now. For three, Vassell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Kid's got his 5th rebound in this one. The kick out to O'Neal. O'Neal a screen on Castle. And he trims the lead to single digits. 13 points for Money.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Wembanyama finds Fox. And it's denied. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Parker's check in for Stephon Castle.
The Spurs, number 9, Tony Parker.
5 to shoot. Here's Parker. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 16 points for Tony Parker.
Parker can't just dominate inside. He has to rely on gracefulness and agility.
Martin with the bucket.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
Here's Wembanyama.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Martin against Parker. Pass to Martin. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Martin's got 13 points here in the second half alone. And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Vassell sends a screen for Fox. It's up a 3. Money with the rebound. Money's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Shaq passes to Kobe. Here's Money. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
Here's Parker. It's tipped. Here's the Kid. Guarded by Fox. Now Martin. And finished off by Martin.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of it.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 4 points this quarter.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Vassell with it. And it's Martin picking him up. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. With the drive. Money passes to Martin. Clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the layup. Martin's got 19 points.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Duncan outside. Outside, Fox. Pulls the trigger. Does not go in.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
The Spurs with the lead. Now Duncan. Outside, Fox. Now Duncan. Can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. Martin against Parker. Cleaves it in off the window.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
It took a while, but they've chipped away, and now it's anyone's game.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He has decided it's the right time to talk. checked in for San Antonio. Now Duncan. Now Castle. It's tipped. Kobe with it. He's picked up by Parker. Wow! Kobe Bryant drops the sledgehammer!
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
Parker, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Castle fires. He's off from 3.
Well, you're going to struggle when you're forcing up shots like that.
Launches it. Wembanyama reels it in. Here's Duncan. Oh, Duncan drops the hammer.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge, even in the biggest of moments. Not only ties it up with the hoop, but puts them in front now with the free throw. That could be the play of the game if they come out on top.
O'Neal, pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Duncan! O'Neal there for the rebound. The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Martin goes in. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Castle a screen on Kobe. Duncan down low, covered by Martin.
You got to honor Duncan from the mid-range. When he's got space to shoot, he does not hesitate.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul him on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And they go to the intentional foul. It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Boy, that is clutch. Now go out and guard that 3-point.
Duncan, and there's the 3.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Jumper is off. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither